Did I make it in time? Ooh. Okay, I think I did. I think I made it just in time. What is up, guys, and welcome back to this week's video. I'm not gonna lie, this week's video very nearly didn't happen. I had so much work this week filming for clients and just so many other different errands that I had to run this week that I had like zero time to film my YouTube video for this week. But today is Sunday, the day that I usually deliver my videos or publish my videos, and I'm filming and editing all on the same day because I want to stick to my one video a week, and I wasn't going to let it slide this week because I think I've done like 4 in a row. Maybe this is my 4th. I'm not real good at numbers. Yeah, numbers confuse me sometimes. But I said I wasn't going to give up on my streak that I have at the moment. So here we are with this week's video, and it's kind of an apt theme. This week's video is about time, specifically a countdown timer. If you know of or have watched any of Peter McKinnon's videos, I'm sorry now, wait, hold up. If you haven't watched or know of Peter McKinnon, pause this video, but like come back afterwards to watch it. Like, yeah, just come back. But if you haven't, pause this video, look in the description below and go to Peter McKinnon's YouTube channel and just watch a bunch of his videos. He is by far one of the best creators on YouTube at the moment. It's just like ever, but that's just my personal opinion. But he is an amazing creator, and he has a series of videos called 2 Minute Tuesdays, which he has like this little timer that he puts in the corner, and it pops up every so often just to show the viewer how much time he has left. Now the goal or the theme of his videos for 2 Minute Tuesdays is to deliver information or top tips and stuff within a 2-minute margin. But what's funny is he doesn't ever really stick to the 2-minute timer that he has on the screen. I mean, maybe for the first 3 or 4 videos he nailed it, but ever since then it's actually become more of the theme that he doesn't stick within the 2 minutes for the videos. So, you know, like some of them are like 13 minutes, which is, you know, I'm not real good at maths, as I said, but I'm pretty sure that's over 2 minutes. But anyway, as you guys know, he has that little timer, and I'm going to show you guys how to create something similar, not as flashy as his, like a timer that works. It's not going to be as like flashy and super animated like his is, but I will show you how to do a countdown timer, and I'm going to use After Effects. Now I know for some people After Effects can be super daunting to go into, but if you look at it with the same mindset as you do with Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve, any kind of video editing software, and take the same kind of mindset into After Effects, it's very much the same process and same sort of steps to create animations and stuff. I'm just going to show you the bare basics, or just the steps that you need to create this timer, and actually export it as a MOGRT, motion graphic template, MOGRT, MOGRT, into Premiere Pro, so that you don't ever have to look at After Effects afterwards. You can change the timer and stuff within Premiere Pro. Simples. Now, full disclaimer, I learned this from a YouTube channel called TutVid, so I'll link him below. He has like a full, like, I think it's a 20-minute video explaining exactly what the code does and how it works and stuff like that. But I wanted to just show you really quickly how to do it without having to watch the full 20 minutes. And I feel like I've talked way too much, and I've totally gone over the 2-minute timer that I probably set myself. But check out TutVid for the full version. There is a little bit of coding involved, so don't be daunted by that. I understand it a little bit, but by no means am I an expert when it comes to like numbers and codes and stuff. But just copy and paste, Bob's your uncle. Let's go and jump into After Effects. So we're going to start pretty much from the very beginning, and I mean the very beginning. I'm going to open After Effects. So as you can see, After Effects is open, and first you're presented with a window that shows your previously opened projects, and number 1 here is the countdown timer, which I've already previously created. But for this instance, we're going to create a new project. So now that your new project is open, you need to create a new composition. And a new composition is exactly like a new sequence, like in Premiere Pro. So we're going to go new composition. We're going to call the composition PM timer. Check the settings. It's HDTV 1080 by 25, 1920 by 1080 square pixels, 25 frames. The duration of the composition is going to be 3 minutes. Now you can make that 1 minute or you can make it 5 minutes. I just have it 3 minutes because just to give myself that little bit of breathing room if I want like a 2-minute timer or if I want a 3-minute timer. The color of the background is going to be grey. You can make that white or black, but we'll just keep it grey in this instance. So if we just click OK, you now have your composition open. This is your project window, so whatever you do on the timeline, this is where it'll appear, and then your project files and stuff like that will be over here to the left. So for the moment we're going to concentrate on the timeline area. This is the side that your elements are going to be listed, and then this is the actual timeline itself. So in the kind of darker area to the left, if you right click, go new, click text. For this we're just going to put the word timer. It'll change in a minute, so don't worry about that. We're just going to keep it in a good old font like Arial. Can't go wrong with Arial. So you have your text created. The next item that you need to create is a null object. If you go right click again, new, null object. We're going to call that slider. So those are the only 2 items that you need for this project. But the next thing you need to do is with the null object, or the slider as we've named it. You need to go over here to the right or wherever you have it on your screen and go to his effects and presets and type in slider. You need to click and drag the item to slider, and now that particular effect is on that null object. The next step is to twirl down this little arrow of text, and also with the slider just twirl it down until slider here is visible. Where you need to put the code is in this source text item, and the big thing with After Effects is it is to do with keyframes, so that's how you animate. But here what we need to do is just put in the code that I have. And as you can see to the left of source text, there's like this old school timer icon, and if you hold down your Alt key and click that, I'll just make it a bit bigger. You can put in text or expressions to help with animation. So I'm going to get the bit of code, select it, copy, bring it in here and paste it all. But we're not completely done. So here at the top you'll see clock start time equals *60 semicolon. Star means multiply, but there isn't an item before that to multiply the 62. So what we need to do is put your text ticker in between the equals and the star, and over here to the left you'll see this little twirl icon. So that's called a pick whip, which is, Peter is right, it's fun to say. You need to pick whip this item to slider. When you pick whip it, a bit of code is going to go in there, and that's where you need it to go. Click and drag until slider is highlighted and then release, and you'll see that a bit of code has popped in here. So if you just click anywhere on the screen, After Effects doesn't particularly like when you have your cap locks button, so if you don't see anything, just click your cap locks button. See that word timer has been switched to a 00:00. So what you need to do now to give yourself maybe, let's say, 2 minutes. Over here on the left hand side you have your slider, so if you put 2, boom, 2 minutes are on the clock, and if you press play you have a nice countdown timer. So as you can see, your timer is pretty much done. So what we need to do now is to get it into Premiere Pro. Just make sure it's at 0 before you do that. The next step I would recommend to do is to position the timer in a particular area on the screen rather than just in the center. You don't have to do this, but I would recommend it. So if you have the timer text highlighted, press P on your keyboard and the position keyframe will come up. Don't click the stopwatch. All you need to adjust are these 2 figures, which are the vertical and horizontal planes. So we need to bring that down, bring it to the left, about there. So we're just going to save our project. I'm going to put it in movies, PM timer, save. Now that you have the timer in the position that you wanted and you have it at 0, you need to go to Essential Graphics. If you don't have Essential Graphics open, go to Window, Essential Graphics. Select a composition, and in this case it's PM timer. Solo supported properties. That will twirl everything down and it will show you everything that you can drag and drop and can be affected in Premiere Pro. So in this instance we need the source text. So if you click and drag and drop, just click OK. Edit properties, go enable to all of these. This is just so you can customize the font in Premiere Pro without having to come back to After Effects. Click OK. The next thing then you need to put in is the slider. So drag and drop. So those are the only two items that you need. We're just going to name it PM timer. I'm going to go export motion graphics. Do you want to save it? Yes. Click OK to all of that. And now if you go into Premiere Pro and you go to your Essential Graphics tab, put in PM timer. There you have it. If you drag and drop that to your timeline, you'll have a timer. Bada bing. So there you have it, guys. If you followed my steps in After Effects and were successfully able to create a little motion graphics template, but if you weren't, I'm not going to be mean. There's a link below to download the MOGRT, M-O-G-R-T, motion graphics template file below so that you can just import it into Premiere Pro. But it's fun to maybe have a little bit of experimenting with After Effects. So do try the steps. But yeah, link below, you'll be able to download the motion graphics template. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully I'll have more time next week to film my next video. I don't think I'm as busy next week. Really enjoying keeping to a schedule and actually producing more content for my YouTube channel and actually see it grow, which is really nice. And I really appreciate you guys that like and subscribe to my channel. I'm working really hard to try and create beneficial content. I by no means consider myself to be an expert, but I have learned a few things that I want to pass on to you guys. So with that being said, toodles. Did I make it? Did I make it? Maybe it's just in time for the intro.